Welcome to the Marinated Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how I make my pastelon. Pastelon is kind of like a Puerto Rican lasagna. Instead of the noodles, we use sweet plantains. So we're going to start off first by making the meat for this recipe. To my cast iron skillet, I added some sofrito, and then I added some garlic paste, and I just let that saute for a bit. And if you watch most of my videos, you're going to see that I like to cook with colorful food. So to this recipe, I added some onions and some peppers and just let it saute for a bit. I made some room. Here we added our meat. Let that all simmer, cook together. I added some adobo, some oregano, and I added some salt and pepper. Feel free to use the spices that you like and season to your taste. Also, I added half a cup of tomato sauce, and we're going to let that cook. And just lower the flame and let that simmer. Now we're going to start making our sweet plantains. We're going to start cutting them. It does not matter how you cut your plantains. At the end result, you're going to have a good pastelon. So if it breaks in pieces, it's not the end of the world. I like to cut my plantains in half. Once I cut it in half, you're going to see that I just kind of make like 8 pieces of the plantains. It's just like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect because I tell you it's going to be so good at the end. So to a skillet, I just spray it a little bit with some olive oil, and then you're going to brown them until they look like this. So keep on turning them over, and we just want to make sure that it's nice and cooked and brown. Once you have it ready, I like to add eggs. So here I added 3 eggs, and if you want to season it, it's your choice. And then I like to use this cheese, or you could use mozzarella cheese. Now we're going to start building the pastelon. Since I'm using my cast iron skillet, which is already seasoned with oil, I am not adding nothing to the bottom. But if you use a different pan, like an aluminum tray, make sure you coat it with some oil. Here, think of a lasagna. We have a layer of plantains. We have a layer of meat. Then we're going to add some cheese. We're going to repeat this process, and it does not have to be perfect because at the end, it's going to taste so good. So I was able to create 2 layers of the pastelon. And see my pieces, some of them are broken. It's not perfect, but it doesn't matter. So cover it all up. At the end, I like to add the egg, which is going to help bind our pastelon. So make sure you coat the plantains with a lot of eggs, so this way it could nicely bind together. And add it all just like I'm doing here. Put it in the oven at 350 degrees, and let's bake it for 25 minutes. And at the end, when it comes out, it should look like this, nice and golden. And we want our eggs to be cooked and the cheese melted. At this point, I added more cheese to the top, and then I put it back in the oven because I wanted to make sure that the cheese would be nice and golden. And it should look like that. Look at that. Que rico. Top it with some cilantro. Save this recipe for the holidays. I tell you, your family is going to love it. Enjoy it. Let it cool off before you serve it, about 10 to 15 minutes. Look at this presentation. Thanks for stopping by the Marinated Kitchen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.